Hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And tonight, we have Harry possibly receiving just £500 in phone hacking case, London court told. Oh my god, this could be an awful setback for the Montecito morons. Can you imagine how can Harold will be able to look Meghan in her eyes if this happens? But now that I think of it, it will still be 500 times more than the £1 she got in that Mail on Sunday privacy invasion trial. So maybe Meghan will be happy after all. But what do you think she can do with £500? That's not even enough for a Hermès towel. However, the publisher argued in court filings released on Tuesday that Harry has failed to identify any evidence of voicemail interception against him, nor any other evidence of unlawful information gathering in respect of his private information, apart from the one incident it has admitted. The Duke of Sussex should be awarded a maximum of £500 given the single invoice naming him concerns inquiries on an isolated occasion, and the small sum on the invoice, £75, suggests inquiries were limited, Andrew Green's MGN's lawyer said. And the truth is that not many are taking Harry's demands seriously. Piers Morgan, who was in the eye of the storm on this trial, was not called as a witness, to which Harry's attorney says that this is a blow to their case and thus Harry's got the upper hand. But you will remember when we were talking about the way Harry suddenly had a desire to sue these newspapers after he met this lawyer who was introduced by Elton John. So yes, David Sherborne is going to make bank either way, no matter if he wins or loses the case, because this is free publicity, whatever happens. And you might ask, how can someone can have good publicity if they lose a case? Well, we are used to admire people who tackle on impossible dreams, and I'm sure that in the first conversation he had with Harry, he knew that, no, this is a lost cause, this is impossible, but I will do it anyway. And there's no shortage of wild stuff when it comes to the articles, or for that matter, whoever tries to defend them. Here we have Victoria Ward making a bet on Meghan. Who remembers the banana emoji? The Princess of Wales left a note for women convicted of minor crimes living at Hope Street, a new development that allows them to stay with their children and avoid jail. Meghan was widely ridiculed after writing inspirational messages on banana emoji for sex workers in 2019. I sometimes find it hard to understand how some people fail to read the room, understand nuances and subtext. It is no wonder that there's still so much conflict in the world, because you have people failing to see this. And thanks to Scarfy on Twitter, we have the perfect reaction. If you can't see why writing messages for sex workers on a Dodger-shaped fruit might be a bit problematic and ridiculed, I don't know what to do for you, Victoria. Even the organization saw it and didn't hand them out. And in an attempt to reduce the amount of bad news around them, now we have People magazine reassuring the Sausage Squad that their queen is going to keep working with Netflix no matter what. But I don't know about you, but I still don't have any news about Heart of Invictus. If they said that it was going to be released on summer of this year, then there should be any announcement at the latest in the first days of July. Again, I want Heart of Invictus to happen. The veterans deserve it, and they have nothing to do with the Monte Shit Show duo and their antics. But it's so worrying that whatever these two touch turns to markled, one can only have so much hope. And now we have this from Insider. Meghan Markle's Netflix kids show was cancelled because executives reportedly thought children wouldn't care about a series produced by a duchess. I mean, we fall in a thinking trap here. If I'm a kid and I watch a show, do you think my opinion of the show is going to change based on who produced it or their titles? I don't know. This sounds really strange, almost stupid. But there was one comment on that page that caught my attention. Dennis. The problem was the concept. An animated series following the adventures of a 12-year-old girl who is inspired by influential women throughout history. I don't know of anyone, young or old, that would be interested in watching that series. Well, my opinion is that this is putting the cart in front of the horse. Because this concept can work if there is one condition met. Take for instance Doctor Who, meeting figures of history such as Queen Elizabeth I, or Vincent van Gogh, or Winston Churchill. Why do I love to see a show with events like this? Because I already know who Winston Churchill is. I have read about him, and I find it funny that the interaction will go exactly like someone met Churchill using a time machine. The humor and punchlines land because of that. For the upteenth time, I'm going to give the articles and Netflix my recommendation as a marketer. If you want 12-year-old girls to get interested in historical figures, make Cardi B interview those historical figures with some kind of artificial intelligence stuff or something that would get them interested instantly in whoever you choose from history. I wouldn't miss Cardi B interviewing Marie Curie. It's even musical and it would inspire girls to get into STEM. The US government should finance this. Do I have to think of everything all the time? And Prince William's initiative of Homewards that was launched yesterday is already making the waves across the UK. Of course, with no shortage of detractors and criticism, which I'm not going to address this time. But first, this video is beyond cute with all these small kids. I think they were going for a story time and William was goofing around with them. It was awesome to see him like this and greeting the public and everyone excited of being there around him. And he's got this amazing energy and body language, making sure that every single person he greets feels that. We can feel it and it's just a video. And thanks to Royally Bell on Twitter for sharing these photos of Catherine looking amazing today, opening a new residential center in Southampton called Hope Street, which supports women in the justice system and their children. And that's where she left that message on the Tree of Hope. I see you and I'm with you. Good luck in all that lies ahead. Catherine. If you had the feeling that you had seen this blue polka dot dress before, it's because it was the same look from Wimbledon 2022. My Royal Rogues, remember that the Royal Rogues official monogram merch is on and you have mugs, V-neck shirts, tote bags, aprons and more. Go to the link in the description to get yours right now. And I don't know if you are into podcasts, but now you can listen to the Royal Rogue both on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can search for me there or use the link in the description. And the Royal Rogues family is growing. You know that I've got a total monthly audience of 1 million, but more than 600,000 come back every few days to watch my daily videos, so you can help me raise my subscribers by just clicking the like and subscribe buttons. It's free and the best way to inspire me to keep making these shows. Thank you. The two most important words, much love and bliss.